So the moment has finally come, guys. It is November 1st, and I am here parked at my spot at 1 p.m. This is what we wait all year long for. This is what we get ready for. This is what we practice for. This is what we scout for. This is the RUT, guys. And, you know, it's almost bittersweet. It's almost bittersweet that it's here because I know that it's here, so that means it's going to be gone in a blink. So I'm just going to do my best to just soak this up. Try not to let myself get stressed out if and when the struggles come, because they will come. We need to adapt. We need to persevere through the tough times that are about to occur. I don't know what those are going to be. I don't know if it's going to be just the miserableness of sitting in the rain on Sunday and Monday. I don't know if it's going to be hunters coming in and ruining a hunt. I don't know if it's going to be a buck of my dreams busting me. But we can only hope that I can do my best to make it happen in the moment when it comes and be ready for that moment when it does indeed come, because it will come. Here we go. We're walking in. I'll update you guys when we get to the tree. We're going to at least start the trip in the same tree that I was in when I had those 10 deer in mid-October. It was awesome. It was a very cool experience passing multiple deer that were very young deer. Hopefully those does have hung around, and hopefully there's going to be some hot fresh sign in there. The thing about this spot that I'm going to is you really don't enter through any timber. So for me to say that I'm going to walk up on some new scrapes or some new rubs is very unlikely. The thing about this spot is it's a travel corridor. It's a very common spot for deer to be traveling through just because of the adjacentness to private. It's coming off of thick bedding from multiple directions, and it's back in there. You can't see it from the road. It's a good spot, but I couldn't resist. I've got the truck decoys right there. I mean, my truck is loaded right now. It took me forever to get ready for this hunt, but we are indeed ready. We're going to bring the antlers. We might even bang them together. I don't know. All right, let's start walking. No more talking. Wish us luck. I wish you guys luck. And as always, folks, keep water hopping. And let's get this going. Second time this set I've been fooled by 2 different groups of squirrels. Oh boy, nothing so far. My buddy Jim had 2 hunters come walking in on him, clanging their climbing sticks all around. Man, do people just not care about making noise when they come in the woods? I hear this stuff all the time. You come in there clanging, metal banging. What the hell do you expect to happen? It's about 5:40 right now. Got about 50 minutes left to legal. And I just got some awesome news. My buddy Jacob just shot a doe on public. First deer of the year. Congratulations, buddy. I don't know if you watch my videos, but I'm saying it either way. Congratulations. Alright, we're gonna enjoy this beautiful golden hour here. Hopefully we get to see some in the next 45 minutes. That's a good sign. Okay, see this house for the first time at 8:40 at night. Oh, I like it.
See the downtown mural on the wall?
Oh, screened in.
And another porch.
You probably see the biggest buck of the whole trip right here.
Yep.
Super cool. Super cool. All right, let's unload it. Crack load of stuff. A lot of wood.
In-store volume shop.
Alright guys, back for another episode of season 24. This one we're going to be covering Saturday.
How you doing, bud? There's already a guy parked with his truck dark. It's public land, Saturday, November 2nd. It's 4:14 in the morning, and first legal isn't until 7:07. So it's 3 hours before legal, and there was already a dude with his truck dark. I think it might have been Jim. I didn't stop to look, you know. Anyways, I want to get out of my truck before anyone shows up and starts talking to me. So with that being said, let's get her done. Let's get going. Talk to you guys when the sun comes up. Folks, Saturday, November 2nd, temperature right now, actual 31, minor wind chill of 29, 28 degrees. I think half of America's voting population is in these woods with me right now. 3 different people started walking in, and people don't come over here, so I can only imagine how many people are on the main road, but 3 different people started walking in. I flashed my headlights at them, and they took new directions and cut into the timber closer to the road, just as I was hoping, because the goal is to keep everything behind my shoulder here untouched. I'm purposely not walking into any of it. I'm walking a tightrope with my wind. The perfect scenario is a deer works their way from the west towards the east, and they come from the south. That way they'll have the wind in their nose, but they won't get my wind. They come from over there. The wind is pulling this way. So if they come from over there, working their way this way, they'll have the wind in their nose, and they can scent check this whole bedding area. Last night I passed on the same spiker twice. I actually got pictures of them on my Moultrie Edge 2 camera. I got right down there. I probably could have repackaged them. Aluminum foil is pretty much the worst. Oh my god, this is awful. Okay, it's red. Contents are red. It's probably spicy. Hopefully the deer likes spicy potato, because I just dropped some on the ground. How spicy? 1 out of 10. Drop your comment right now. I vote it's a 7. Oh, that's real good. They're spicy. They're spicy. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's not unbearable. Some commotion over here. There's a deer bouncing around in here. I don't know if it's one or two, but like right there. It's super thick. I can't see in there at all. But there's a deer bouncing around right now. I haven't heard it in about 2 minutes. Stay calm. I think it's safe to say not much is going to happen for a couple hours. Holy crap. We left the truck. I'm not exaggerating to be like cool for video or anything like that. I mean, it's not cool, it's just fucking hunting, but 4:05 I left the truck this morning. 4:05, folks. You know what time it is? 7:10. We have been out on the road for 15 hours. 15 hours. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I'm chugging Gatorade. I'm hungry, I need gas, and it's gonna rain a lot next few days.
It's the hill country. Yeah, you look up Ohio deer hunting, and nine times out of 10, you know, one of those county names is gonna pop up.
Only thing about these boots, I don't have a non-insulated rubber boot. These are 1,200 grams of insulation, so my dogs are gonna be barking. It's raining. We're walking out, we're scouting. We drove the roads this morning, didn't see crap. Well, we saw a handful of does. Gonna walk in now. I got 2 cameras with me, 1 card cam, 1 cell cam, the Moultrie. Play it by ear what we're gonna do tomorrow. Hopefully I find something that I really like the look of. I'm trying to find like that hot, awesome sign that hopefully other hunters have been missing or overlook spots, because the pressure here has been crazy, and with the fact that this rain is keeping hunters out, if it's gonna be anything like it was yesterday, there's gonna be a lot of hunters out. So I gotta find those overlooked spots, hopefully. 200 yards that way. Through that thick stuff down there, I just saw 4 deer. I don't know if it was bucks or does, but I think it was does. 4 down through that thicket, right where that green is, right there. I think they saw me and kind of slowly moseyed their way out. They had that nervous walk. I couldn't really make them out. They were a little far. We got this nice opening here. There's a pasture up that way, and this is a long running ridge, right? That is a beat down trail. I'm not finding scrapes and rubs here, but we just saw deer. We just saw deer. There's climbable trees in here. This area flattens out kind of nicely. You can't even see it on a map that it flattens out like this. One thing though, I'm not the first person to ever spot this area. Right where I just stopped to check Onyx. Someone's climbed this tree before. That might not be enough to deter me though from hunting this spot. It's a good spot. As long as I beat everyone in, I might be willing to do this in the dark and the rain. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up a cell camera, pick a tree, and test my umbrella, and then we're going to back out.
Oh, have you done the translate thing? You could have a full conversation with Mark. You could do voice.
This reminds me of a different way. These two guys.
I ended up waiting. We had another line of rain come through. I decided I want to wait that out. It is like the most gloomy, spooky type of morning. We're in the middle of like the biggest rain system I've seen in a long time. We may or may not be able to sit till dark tonight, I don't know. I moved right behind this. Oh my quiver. I have no GoPro. I have no way to hold the Canon. If I'm gonna shoot him, I'm gonna shoot him. Okay, we're gonna set this down, scrape this tree out, and do a mouth grunt, and see if we can pull him in. Okay, you ready? guys. There's deer right here. And I gotta go past all that action I just heard to get there. I'm gonna use this flat that I'm on right here. Game plans are meant to change. But where? I'm looking at that tree. Right there. With that skinny one in front of it. Give me a shot. Towards this bottom, if anything comes up from it. My wind is carrying that way, which unfortunately kind of looks like some bedding, but there's bedding everywhere in here. You're gonna lose somewhere. Pick your battles. I just hope no other hunters come in here. I'm really not that far in. There's a field edge, only like 150 yards up. You guys could probably see the skyline.